I've had this juicer for ages and only used it once before, so I decided it was time to dust him off and give him his time to shine. So this is Manuel. This is some rhubarb, which I got from the allotment, not from my plot because I haven't got any on there, but one of my allotment neighbours said I could help myself to as much as I wanted. So I'm going to have a go with Manuel at juicing it. The idea is that the juice comes out of the spout and the pulp comes out of this nozzle here. Okay, so I've chopped up some rhubarb into some pieces about that sort of size. I'm not really sure it's gonna look. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. So I'm gonna crank this handle, blah, 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 put this in. I'm gonna load it up. I wonder whether pushing it down. We'll find out. We'll find out. I don't know why I'm wondering anything. Let's just have a go. And when I've got this juice, what I plan to do with it, I plan to put it into some of my homemade water kefir. Right. Now, I'll know if this isn't working, because basically nothing will come out. And actually, as I can feel, nothing is actually happening. Okay, I'm going to unload and start again. Right, so I've realised that I kind of need to push it down. Also, I've got this little rolling pin, which was the children's rolling pin, and I'm shoving it down a bit. And look what we have. I'm gonna keep doing that. Oh, it's very, very satisfying. Look at that. I think I'm gonna get quite a lot of juice out of this. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure how it works. It's got some kind of grater thing in there. And we haven't yet got any pulp coming out. There's obviously a lot of juice coming out, but no pulp yet. I love manual things. They're just so much more satisfying than electric all the time. I mean, I love my electric appliances, don't get me wrong, but there's something proper about doing things by hand. Oh. Now I feel something's bunging here. Now then, okay, I think I might have to open that, which I think opens up the chute for the pulp. I think that's the idea. Right, let's carry on. Have we got any pulp yet? Yes, there it is. The pulp is making an exit. It's very interesting. There we go. What a brilliant thing. Look at that. I love it. Oh my word. Look at that. That has pleased me so much. And isn't it interesting? You've got the green and the pink, which is what rhubarb is, green and pink, and it's kind of separated. That is a beautiful thing. I'm so happy with this. Look at that. Look at that, all that. That's over half a litre from that handful of rhubarb stalks. And all I've got left is that. Just that small amount of pulp, which will go on the compost heap. And that took some effort to do that as well. I mean, we wonder why we're all putting on weight as a population, because we've got so many labour-saving devices. And this has taken effort. It hasn't cost anything to use. It's taken effort, and it's going to be easy to clean. No brainer. I got it from Amazon. Can't remember why, can't remember what I saw it on, but I did. I think I might go and pick some nettles. I want to juice anything now. If anything comes through here, it's going to get juiced. I want to do some nettles. I think we should go foraging. Let's do that. Okay, water kefir, here it is. You need a clean jar. You need some water kefir grains, which you can get from Amazon. You can get from other places online. Just Google them, water kefir grains, Kefir. They're not the same as the milk ones. Milk ones are for milk, the water ones are for water. Okay, so what you need is an amount, the amount you would get online, into a clean jar. This is going to make a drink which is a little bit like ginger beer. But you can flavour it with anything. You can flavour it with lemon juice, any fruit juices. It's delicious. And it's a really good alternative to fizzy drinks because it's naturally carbonated. It's carbonated by the kefir grains. They are an actual fungus which digests the sugar, which is going to go into the water, which is in this water, which I've already dissolved in some boiled water and cooled. The kefir grains eat the sugar and produce carbon dioxide. So they make a lovely fizzy drink and they digest some of the sugar. So it's not a sugary drink. It's quite sweet still, but it's not like drinking something from a can. And it's very, very good for your gut biome. Very, very friendly to your gut bacteria. So all in all, it's a good thing. So I'm just going to do you a fairly simple one today. You need your kefir grains. Google it. You need a litre of water with 70 grams of sugar, which is dissolved into it. I tend to boil the water. You can't use tap water straight from the tap because the grains don't like the chlorine that comes in our water and the fluoride. So I don't recommend that you buy bottled water because that all involves lots of plastic bottles. So I just use filtered water from my filter jug and I boil it and dissolve the sugar in it, 70 grams of sugar to a litre of water, and let it cool. And that boils off, that evaporates any fluoride and chlorine. Anyway, that's what you do. I'm going to put in some dried ginger. You can buy this from a whole food shop or you could put fresh ginger in. I use dried just because I've never bloody got any fresh ginger because I buy it and I use it and then I forget to buy some more. So I just keep a packet of dried ginger in so I've always got it. It adds a really nice flavour and it gives a little bit of extra sort of food for the fungus to feed on. I hate using the word fungus. For the grains to feed on. And then we have, they really like fruit, soft fruit, a dried fruit like a sultana, raisins and apricots. These grains, they like the extra food. And this is an unsulfured apricot. You know it's unsulfured because it's not bright orange. When you buy dried apricots, normally they're bright orange, and that means they've been subjected to sulfuric gas, which keeps them orange. Naturally, when they dry, they go brown. This is what they look like. That's what you're after. So we drop that in there as well to give the grains a little bit of extra yum, yum, yum. Then we've got this litre of water, cooled. I've got to be really careful here not to disturb the grains too much. You don't want them to mash with the water going in too fast. So I'm just going to pour it in carefully. There. Take the rubber thing off. You don't need that yet. You want this to be able to breathe because it's going to produce carbon dioxide, which is going to come pouring out of the gaps. And if you make it airtight, it could explode, and you don't want that. So if you take the rubber bung off, the rubber seal off, that you can still do that, but it's got a bit of wiggle room, which means that any pressure will just come out. Okay, so that is it. And all you do is you leave that somewhere, just on your kitchen surface or in a cupboard, not in direct sunlight. Keep it somewhere fairly darkish, so not on a windowsill basically. And that, after about 24 hours, you'll notice will start to bubble. The fruit will have soaked up and get a bit bubbly inside as it ferments and floated to the top. Yeah, that's it. You leave it. We'll come back to that in a day and a half or something like that, 2 days maybe, and see how it is. And here is the water kefir, which we're going to put the rhubarb syrup in. Sorry, it's not syrup, is it? It's rhubarb juice. And the nettle juice. Look at that nettle juice. Look at it. So this has been brewing for about 36 hours now, this one. So that means that the grains, that's the grains at the bottom, have been eating away at the sugar. Don't know whether you can see, there are a few bubbles coming up there, and you can see the foam on the top. So the first thing I need to do is take off the apricot. And the ginger. Then strain the liquid through a funnel with a plastic sieve into a bottle. And the grains are ready to be used for the next batch. I divided the kefir between 2 bottles so that I could add the 2 different juices. This is the rhubarb going in. And here's the nettle. And yes, I know it looks like pond water, but it doesn't taste like pond water. It tastes like walking through a freshly mown lawn. It's fresh, it's green, and it's beautiful. The rhubarb is tart but slightly sweet with that gentle sparkle which dances on your tongue. And there you have 2 flavours which will last in the fridge for a few days, but in this house they disappear pretty quickly. Have a go yourself.